about staying too long when God is asking you to leave. Staying too long when God is asking you to leave. Welcome back. Today you're watching the podcast, The Life in the Mirror. And I want to thank you for taking your busy time of watching this video. Today's topic is going to be about staying too long when God is asking you to leave. Staying too long when God is asking you to leave. I don't know how many situations that I've been in when God was asking me to leave. And I just stayed in this situation. He would just give me all kind of warning. Somebody would come to me and say, "Hey, Rocco, you need to leave because of this situation." I would just keep staying in this situation to the point that God had to force me out. Now I'm in a bad situation. I'm in a worse situation. If I would have left a long time ago, if I would have took heed what God was saying to me. See, but my problem was I was afraid if I left, God wasn't going to take care of me. I was afraid of stepping out of the situation I was in because I got comfortable in that situation. I was afraid if I stepped out because it was an unknown. I don't know what was going to happen. Just, not knowing God was going to take care of me, but he just needed me to leave this situation because he was giving me a better situation. But at the time I couldn't see it. And now I'm being forced out. Now I'm sitting here just going crazy because now I'm being forced out, but at the time I couldn't see God was planning and giving me something better. He was like, "I no longer need you here. Now I need you to go somewhere else because I got something better for you." But at the time I was being loyal to that situation and being afraid of leaving because like I said, I was comfortable in that situation. Like, no. I need you to leave because I got something better for you. So I'm just going to force you out. And when you get forced out, now you're in a situation, sometimes you might just be going crazy. Like, man, what am I going to do? Again, I didn't take heed of the warnings God was telling me. I didn't understand the situation. Now, the crazy thing about that situation is that same situation came around again. And all I can remember was what happened back in the days. How I found myself in a bad situation because I didn't take heed of what God was telling me. When he was asking me to leave, when people was coming to me, just like the prophets in the Bible, when they used to warn the people, give the people warning, "Hey, if you don't correct yourself, this is going to happen." Just over and over and over again. And then when that situation finally happened, now they screaming and crying out to God. But God gave them so many chances to stop doing what they was doing. And when that situation came back again, I was like, wait a minute. I remember what happened when I didn't take heed what God was saying. He was warning. When people was coming to me, I didn't take heed. And this time I said, you know what? I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what's the unknown, what's about to happen. But this situation I am in is not going great. And I went and took the time and started just doing stuff, preparing my stuff early so I'll be able to leave that situation. I just started doing it. I didn't, wait. I'm sitting here waiting on God. When God asked me to leave, I just started doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, I found myself in a better situation. I learned from my mistakes in the past. And I was like, this is what I should have did back in the day. But again, I had to be forced out the first time. This time, I said, I'm not allowing God to force me out. I'm leaving. I'm going to take this step. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where he's headed me at. But all I know is the situation got to be better than what I am in now. So I left. I started doing stuff, and all of a sudden I found myself in a better situation. So if you are in a situation and God is asking, you know when God is asking, especially when somebody keep coming to you and telling you, just keep giving you warnings. They keep somebody all of a sudden somebody you don't even know will say something about that situation. And you just have so much discernment. Like say if you feel with the whole Holy Spirit, you have so much discernment, and they're just telling you, and you just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something about this situation. Just say all of a sudden you about to walk into a situation and you got so discernment, something like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. That's what I mean. It's just something that's burning inside of you saying, it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to stop being stuck in this situation, especially when you're just so comfortable of being in that situation. If it's the unknown. The last thing you need is God forcing you out. That he got to just force you out. Now you in a crazy situation. When you had time to step out, take that extra step, and just keep it moving. Like my pastors always say, keep moving forward. Not being stuck where you at. Having a better life. Being in a situation said, I want my life to be better. I don't want to be stuck like this, sitting here and keep struggling. Especially when God asking you to leave that situation. So if you sit here watching this video and you stuck and God asking you to leave, just like they say, hey, just do it. Even if you got to get some resources, even if you got to ask somebody how to do this situation better, taking the time, getting a better understanding, getting knowledge, those situations while you're doing this situation, that's okay. But if God asking you to leave, you don't want to be forced out. Because when you're forced out, now you're in a worse, better, you're not in a good situation. Because you should have left when he told you to leave a long time ago. And I just want to thank you, and God bless.